Hi, Robin here. Going to show you a few things today in my latest video. So we'll have a look at the first. That is a MIG welder, and I can tell you that you cannot use a MIG welder to weld the batteries in your EUC unicycles. That incidentally is the mount for a 2-meter satellite dish. I'm sure you really wanted to know that. So that is a microwave oven in my kitchen, and I can tell you that you cannot use a microwave oven to weld the batteries in your EUC. It's a bit more trivia. This item here is a project I'm building. It is a high power amplifier, radio amplifier for radio amateurs. It should produce about 600 watts, so I can transmit on the amateur bands in the HF amateur bands. You cannot use a 600 watt linear amplifier to weld batteries in an EUC. But the reason I'm showing to you, apart from the fact I'm rather proud with it, because within the linear amplifier is this transformer. Now that transformer comes out of a microwave oven, and there's another one down here. That transformer comes out of a microwave oven as well. It has 2 windings on it. The windings at the bottom here are actually, I'm not sure, I think they are, yes, the windings on the bottom here are the high voltage windings. That's about 2000 volts, and the other transformers the same. These windings here have got the mains voltage across them. So you cannot use that transformer as it is to weld the batteries of an EUC. But if we come over here, so I have a transformer here that is out of the microwave oven, and what I've done is I've bashed hell out of it basically. As you can see, the top winding, the high voltage winding, has gone, and I've got a hole right through it in the top here. And so I've taken the high voltage winding out. The 240 mains winding is still there. And what I can do is put my own winding here to make a homemade welder. Now, it just so happens, here's one. This is Blue Peter style. Here's one I prepared earlier. Now on this one you can see there's three turns of this really heavy, it's 25mm square welding cable, and I've put 3 turns on top of that, and that will be they will go to my welding leads. Now to make a homemade welder, you need a few other things. You need your welding transformer, which is the main component. You need a box to put it in. Now I had trouble finding a box. This one is barely big enough. It's going to be a very tight squeeze. It's still a little bit debatable whether I can get it in here, but time will tell. We've got some plastic insulator which will go on the end. It will have the 2 terminals to take the welding on. We have some welding cable. This is a bit smaller than the cable on the transformer. It's 16mm square. I took one of these. I'm sure you recognise these plug-in mains adapters. I needed some low voltage as well, so I took one of those and I butchered it, and I took the transformer out. Now that transformer will produce 9 volts AC, and I need that for these little boards. This board is a timing board, and what it will do is when I operate the welder, it will time 2 pulses for the weld very exactly, and so I know how the board is set up. As display, I can adjust it and adjust the intervals of the pulses of the welder, and I can, well, it gives 2 pulses. I can adjust the amount of time of each pulse, I can adjust the current in each pulse, and I can adjust the period of time between the pulses, and I can all do it all on this one little board. And that's powered by that transformer I showed you earlier. And we need a whoop, that's the wrong one, but we need a main switch and socket to power the thing. It's a bit like this, isn't the one, but there's another one. And then we need the welding bit itself. Now this is not the one I'm going to be using finally. But you get the idea. You've got the 2 cables, comes to the welding, and it comes to 2 bars just set a few millimeters apart. When you press that on the terminal of the battery and activate the welder, it puts a fantastic amount of current between these 2, melts the metal in 2 places, and you get 2 spot welds. Do it 3 times and you've got 6 spot welds across the surface of your battery, and if these welds are good, then that is not going to come apart. So here's a couple of batteries. I'm going to, these are the type of batteries I'm going to be welding into place into my battery pack. But anyway, that was just a spot of trivia. Because before I can weld the batteries back into my NineBot 1E, oh, you're down there. Before I can weld the batteries back into my NineBot 1E, I have got to build myself a welder first. How about that? So anyway, that's it. Until next time. Cheers.